Welcome, this is Barry with Cryptics ABC for All. This is tutorial 1A, Introduction. Here is a sample cryptic clue. Evil giant becomes member of lynch mob. There are 9 letters, or if you look at the matrix, there are 9 spaces to fill in the matrix, with G being a given. Now, if this was a normal crossword clue, the answer would involve an image of an evil giant in a lynch mob. Sounds like a horror story. But this is the cryptic clue. The image presented by the whole clue is not our answer. A typical cryptic clue has 2 parts. The key, which is the straight part, which can be a single word or multiple words. A synonym of this key is your answer. So this part, and this part only, is much like a normal crossword clue. The cryptic part is very tricky, but when sorted out, gives the same answer by an alternative route. When we have found it, we have confirmed our answer, but it is a road full of tricks. The key usually appears at either the start or the end of the clue. Our main job is to find this key. We will know when we find it because it will have a synonym that fits the allotted spaces and the previously solved letter G, which we call a given. The cryptic part, because of its tricks, provides the fascination of cryptics. I explain a new trick in each tute and give you practice examples on it. All clues are from Handy Cryptic Crosswords. The magazines are by Christine Lovett. Let's revisit our sample cryptic clue. Evil giant foolishly becomes member of lynch mob. As we said, there are 9 spaces to fill with G as given. I try evil giant as my key, and I think of a synonym for evil giant, to see if I can get one with 9 letters in it and a G as third. I think of ogre. No, that's no good, too short. I think of cyclops, too short, hasn't got a G. And after a while you give up and you think, oh well, I can't get a synonym that fits the spaces. Go to the other end and look for lynch mob or member of lynch mob. Perhaps member of lynch mob. We'll try that. All right? So, who or what is a member of a lynch mob? I'm looking for a synonym of member of a lynch mob. If we find a 9-letter synonym with the third letter G, we have probably guessed correctly. Have you guessed it? Here it is. Evil giant foolishly becomes member of lynch mob. Have you got a synonym for a member of a lynch mob? Think what a member of a lynch mob does. Well, he hangs people. Some members of lynch mob may have the right idea, well, not the right idea, but they may have good intentions, getting rid of some terrible people, in which case they would call each one of them what do you call them? Yes, sure you've got it, a vigilante. Now, of course, it doesn't mean to say what they're doing is correct, but that's what they try to do. It's unlawful, of course. Now, this fits the spaces and the G, and so it's probably the right answer. Now, the rest of the clue, evil giant foolishly becomes, that's the cryptic part. Let's look at it. Foolishly is a flag, telling us to rearrange the letters in a word or words in our clue. Foolishly. It's called an anagram flag. And if we anagram the words next to it as evil giant, we should be able to confirm our answer that vigilante confirmed that it is correct. The letters evil giant are the food for the anagram, so they are called fodder. So we have a key, flag, and fodder as below. Evil giant, foolishly, becomes member of lynch mob. And a member of the lynch mob, not just lynch mob, the whole thing is the key. So the whole thing has to be underlined. Now, as you see what that's all about, in tutorials I will always use the annotations listed below. I underline the possible keys, I put the possible flags in quotes, I put possible fodders in square brackets. You might say, why do you keep saying possible? Aren't you sure of what you're talking about? No. Anybody that does cryptic crosswords is guessing initially until they confirm it all. So at this stage, we're guessing. These are possible keys, possible flags, and possible fodders. And that's the beauty of cryptics. You're not sure where you're going until you can confirm it. It's wonderful. Now, you may decide to use all of these annotations in pencil, of course, or just use the underlining, or none of them. It's up to you. Some notes. A flag may be before or after its fodder, but it won't be too far away from it. Anagrams are one of the compiler's favourite tricks. Some clues may have several flags and several fodders. Some may have none. Further trickery. The job of the compiler is to present a clue which looks like a normal sentence with its overall meaning and imagery. Now here we see an image of a giant in a lynch mob. Now to create the impression of an authentic sentence, compilers often need to insert commas and other punctuation. You'll often come across examples with punctuation. Personally, I admired the skill of the compiler in presenting a clue as a seemingly authentic sentence. You will enjoy it too, but remember that the overall meaning is deceptive. A cryptic clue is like Dr. Frankenstein's monster in Mary Shelley's book, where unrelated parts are sewn together to appear as a normal entity, but the appearance of the whole is deceptive. And next we'll do the steps in solving cryptics, and we'll do that shortly.